Welcome back to episode 6 for our medieval modded series for Rimworld. Our colonists have survived a couple of nice raids, especially a double raid last episode. And we've proven the quite usefulness of the crossbows that we've got. So we are enjoying a nice little moment where we can take care of ourselves. Unfortunately, we don't have the hospital up and running yet. So that is one of the higher priorities for this episode. Also, we haven't done any research recently. And we do need to get onto complex furniture, so our colonists can have really nice bedrooms, a bit more comfort rating, make them a bit happier in these times. We will also need to start working on some plumbing too, so they can get a bit better bathrooms, piping, basins, bathtubs, stuff to make themselves, even hot water too for the winter, so that might even help as well. But, oh, actually I can't do that way. So if I do it like this, and then shift click. Aha! Shift click's the way to do it. We might need the heating as well. But yeah, we'll take it one step at a time. And I still have it on the back burner, but for later on. We have the immediate weapons we need, but gunpowder is definitely going to be our late game. Flintlocks look really strong. 18 damage with a 2.6 cooldown and a 1 second warn up. 27% armor penetration with a 26 range. That's pretty good. Its accuracy is a bit missing there, and stopping power is not there at all. But the flintlock, the musket is got 31 range, same damage. I think a little more penetration, bit more accuracy, cooldown of 3.4, warm up of 1.5. So I'm thinking the guns might be better than the crossbow, but it just might end up the crossbow's better. But we'll leave that for later. Not a big importance at the moment, but what we really need is furniture and bathrooms. And then we'll be happy. And I don't think we need anything for healing, like the... what am I trying to say? The hospital. Technically, we don't need anything for the hospital yet. Siege equipment's going to be really cool for later on. But mainly just the furniture will help with the hospital as well. So I think that is the most important thing to start us on. And we'll have to start divvying up a miniature hospital here. Everything else is doing alright. We might expand our borders, maybe try and take over the water a little bit more. And definitely clean up this area. But negative 17, we'll see how we go. And just before we can even start, Crocodile has received the title of Freeholder from the Empire of the Moon. Wonderful. Well done. I think that's now the same strength of a title as... was it a Vina? It was a Vina. No, Yeoman's there. So Freeholder then goes to Yeoman. Weirdly enough, it looks like he has 2 titles. Oh, from 2 different factions? How does that even work? Hopefully we can still learn some psionics from this. Emperor of the God, Empire of the Moon, and Avina's got Empire of God. Okay. So we've got 2 empires looking after us, and we'll have to see how that goes. Also, people are really unhappy. Probably because they're in a lot of pain, cold, observed corpses. Of course they observed corpses. Slept in the heat, slept in the pain. It's only 21 degrees. That's not really hot. And Avina's really upset because of cold and... oh, being rebuffed, of course. Gonna have to really keep you guys on top of things. Oh no, Croyo's going on an insulting spree. Can we please... prioritize calming him down. Insulting sprees are pretty bad because it can really ruin relationships in your group of people. Compared Velo to a criminal. One of the good things, though, is as you're calming people down, they won't insult, they won't do anything evil, they won't punch people up. So if you're calming them down, it's a nice way of delaying it, as well as, hopefully, stopping. So we redirected our anger at Crocodile. And Crocodile, good job. Whew. Calmed down successfully. Very well done. That could have definitely gone out of hand. So only one insult. So Velo is... I mean, Croyo's still a little upset, but he'll be fine. And let's look at the social with... Crocodile's not too bad. And Velo, he's fine. Okay, good. Now he's back to normal, and happy days. And just as Ennis is dealing with all the corpses and burying them, we get another quest available. Royal Ascent. Oh. This is the end game quest for the Empire. Very, very hard to do. You have to get a very high level Empire person, like a count, to come join your party for 12 days and make sure he's happy. You also have the person who has to be the highest level of count anyways in your own party, in your own tribe and stuff. Sheesh. It's a very hard quest to do, and don't think that'll be our win condition for this season. Yeah, because I don't know how happy people are going to be around tribals, and how high we can get things to be for the mood. Yeah, probably not for us, but yeah, sounds good. And I believe that's the last corpse to be dealt with at the moment. So we shouldn't get any more seen a corpse debuffs, which would be very nice. And everyone seems to be getting their mood back up a little bit. The cold is still a problem, so hopefully Crocodile will be well enough soon from his punch-up, from her punch-up with Vina, and getting back to making bearskin pelt coats and other things. Crocodile is back to full health, and that is very nice to see. Being insulted was only -5, so other than that, he's doing great. She's doing great, and is able to get back to work. Our hospital has enough for 2 nice rooms with toilets on the side, and hopefully that will come up soon and fix all of our hospital problems for the moment. We need to extend it eventually, maybe to like a double size. But for the moment, a nice small hospital. It's clean with steel tiles, because it gives plus 0.2 cleanliness per tile. Because cleanliness helps with cooking and hospital success when it comes to, how am I explaining this? The injury repair, so when you're using medicine. So the cleanliness is very important for that, and also with the success of not giving you food poisoning in foods. So that's why we got steel tiles up here. I do not believe we get the chance to learn sterile tiles, which is with silver. So I guess steel tiles for the moment is probably our best bet in terms of cleanliness. And that's not a big problem, especially for tribals. An earthquake has begun, and it is affecting a lot of structures up here, but fortunately none of ours. Very far away from us, very nice. I don't know how long it lasts, but it doesn't seem to have done too much damage. Might be able to salvage these sometime in the future. Octave became the target of a Megawolverine. That does not sound like a really good thing. Oh, crap. So where is Octave at the moment? Octave is not far away. Actually, he is very far away. Holy crap. Okay, let's get back home. Yeah, let's quickly get back home. Let's fight this Megawolverine. We can do it if we bring everyone. Ennis is out hauling. Okay, so Vina, let's get out here. Choreo can't do anything. Crocodile can come out and shoot. Oh boy. Megawolverines are not fun to play with. They have a lot of meat and leather, so this is going to be a very good haul for us. And they'd be really amazing to train, but this one does not look interested in being trained or tamed. Okay, let's put a target this enemy on, I think. which means we'll instantly try and shoot it as it gets into range. Why are you guys not targeting it? Okay, it's unhappy. No, 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 get out of melee! No, 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 get out of melee! Oh, let's please not lose anything to it. We just got scratched. We just got scratched. Octave is okay. Ooh, each scratch did 11 damage. 11.5. 11.5. And the bite did 13 damage. Okay, so that is very formidable. But the crossbows doing 32 damage, I think can win a little bit better. The Great Dane did how much damage? 16.9? Wow, our dog's good. Anyways, let's finish this off and get everyone healed up. Thank goodness the hospital's almost ready. Sheesh. Yes, re-equip that, and let's get everyone to safety. Vina has healed everyone up to medical tending, and we just got 223 Megawolverine meat. And I'm not sure the fur. I think it's the 93 there. But what a haul. Thank goodness we didn't lose any fingers off of that, because with that much damage, we could instantly lose fingers or toes from a fight, or even an eye if we were very unlucky in that type of fight. So you got to be careful when you don't have armor, because you can lose almost anything. But we're a little unhappy, but we'll be okay. Velo is back to perfect health. That was pretty quick. Avina with the 2 giant scratches is taking a little bit longer. But at least Velo can have a bit of chance of getting happier, because he has disturbed sleep, sleeping in the heat, sleeping on the ground. Oh boy, we desperately need that hospital if we're going to constantly take damage like this. And as I say that, our bill is complete to making a coat. So someone else who is struggling with the cold... Maybe Croyo? He's got his catharsis at the moment. I guess Ennis does spend a lot of time outside. Or did Croyo already just start wearing it? Crocodile, no he didn't. So it's right here, it's just a normal quality. Because Ennis works outside a lot, I'll probably get him to wear it. And we have lots of leather opportunities for us to make another pelt coat, but I'm gonna stick with the heavy fur, because I believe that gives you extra insulation, compared to things like light leather and plain leather. Maybe the pigskin, it says it neither protects or insulates well, so I think we're gonna live with the fur at the moment, which I think we got from that Megawolverine. It's too bad we're out of good things like bear skin and stuff. Wolf skin's a bit... It insulates well against the cold. So if we kill a few more wolves, that will be helpful. But another pelt coat on the ordering. And Ennis is busy wearing his stuff and going back to work on the hospital. Vina is also fully healed. Very nice. And soon, everyone's going to start getting these coats. And everyone's back to work. Good to see. That is another pelt coat complete. Nice and quickly done with Crocodile. Getting better with that. Crafting level 9. And the pelt coat is good this time. Very nice. So let's forswear that and try and make another one. I don't think we have much materials left. I guess we can just do plain leather. I'm not sure if light leather or plain leather is better. Usually you can tell by looking at the stats. Insulation of plain leather if cold is 16 degrees. Plain leather is 16. Oh, that is plain leather. It's the same one, sorry. Light leather is 12 degrees. Okay, so plain leather's better. Bird skin is 10, so it's not that great. Wolf skin is 24, which is really good. Pigskin is 12. Cloth is 18, which is surprising. And heavy fur, which we technically still have 93. So it's 30 insulation. Okay, so we're going to make another heavy fur for sure. Yeah, okay, so one more heavy fur and we're good. Our hand tailor bench is up and running, and we are able to start recycling apparel. So anything that's tainted and useless to us, because tainted is really, really not worth it to have. Any dead bodies that are wearing clothes technically taint the stuff that they're wearing, and your colonists get really upset if they wear dead person's clothes. And I can somewhat understand it, but somewhat it also doesn't make sense. But that's alright, that's just how Rimworld is. There's a lot of people that try and fix that, and recycling apparel works to a good enough extent where you can turn into some nice components in terms of leathers and cloths and stuff. So it's going to be nice that we can sort of clean up our inventory, because it seems to be very hard to sell tainted gear. And yeah, giving us more space is going to be helpful. And Crocodile should get onto that soon. And just as the hospital is getting worked over, almost complete, a transpod has crashed from our enemy. Ooh, we do not have a prison set up. Death in 4. Oh, there's no way we're saving him, though. Ribtrade is cracked, his right arm and his neck. Oh, 654% bleeding per day. Yeah, he's dead. Ugly and Slob is pretty bad. Fastwalker is great. Artistic is great. But, yeah, there's no way we're getting to him in time. Very sad to see, but, you know, things happen. And as Ennis is returning from... Not Ennis, as Velo is returning from killing a rat, a rare herd of Thrumbos are coming into our area, and that is definitely the key to tell us to go fight them. Taming them would be amazing. Oh my goodness, there's a dead drake right there. We will take that. Taming them would be great, but the only problem is the minimum handling skill is 10. And our best handler at the moment, which I am blind, is 4. Yeah, we suffer with animals at the moment, and artistic, and a good handful of things. But getting some fur out of these guys would make the best armor, coats, and whatever that we can to survive the winter. And we just might get into it. Now, what we're doing is we're grabbing Crocodile on a dog, who is Octave. I keep forgetting the names. And we're going to go bait in the Thrumbos, because they're coming closer. We cannot fight them in a fair fight. Thrumbos are very, very hard to fight, and they take a lot of damage before they go down. So what we're going to do is we're going to bait them in and try and get them maddened, because they revenge really easily. And hide inside our base. We're just in range. Let's do this nice and slow. Okay, that's a bit too slow. Come on. And that's a revenge on the first shot. Perfect. So we're going to rush back to base as best as possible. This one hasn't revenged, which is perfectly fine. Crocodile's going to shoot whilst on the back of Octave as he's running away. Nice, couple bits of damage. That's not going to kill them anytime soon. The Thrumbos is catching up, so we have to be very careful. Quest expired to the stash. Yeah, I know, we never got round to it. It's winter time, and it's way too hard to deal with these things. Thrumbos is going to die soon. We're going to keep baiting him. Come on, buddy. And do the back and forth. Because maddened animals don't... They're not smart enough to deal with the tactics. Okay, back in we go, Vina. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Oh no. Well, that was a bit against what we were expecting. Come on, don't die. Okay, who did bad? How is... The Great Dane's fine. Crocodile's fine. Ennis, Velo, and Avina are fine. We dodged most of his attacks and was staggering him so many times because the crossbows were doing amazing with the stagger that the only real big damage was 26 damage to Octave's body. So he's bleeding out in 15 hours, so let's get that fixed. And let's not fight another Thrumbo for a little bit of time as we heal everyone up and finish off this guy. So Vela, don't go hunting the raccoon. Finish this one off first. Very nice. Our other quest to the Ruined Fortress has expired. Unfortunately, we're just going to be missing out on a few of these world map quests, but that's alright. Crocodile and Avina are taking care of themselves. They're not too far off of healing up, but it will take some time. Octave is going to take a very long time. His body is in half, 20 out of 40 health, so... I mean, we're doing really good for the bandage quality. 16's pretty good. Crocodile's gotten a 35, I think it is. And a 17. And Avina healed herself for a 9. So, not bad. But she is getting a nice amount of levels. So she just hit level 7 recently, which is good to see. Crocodile has now gone on an insulting spree. Great. The last straw was numbing cold. You were inside the nice warm bed. You should have been fine. Okay, I think Ennis is the only other person I remember that has a little bit of social. So please calm down, Crocodile. It's the only way to stop this. Insulting spree is really bad. Wait, Ennis insulted Crocodile whilst calming him down? That's a bit of a jerk move. Oh, great. Crocodile's not going to have a good day now. I think we should actually probably knock him out. Oh, also Vela's just killing a squirrel inside of our place and missing a lot. Yeah, I think Avina needs to take out Crocodile again. Goodness me. Okay, Crocodile, don't bring anything to the fight. You're also in a lot of pain. The squirrel's dead. Come on, Avina, don't lose this. Nice. Oh, okay, we need to stop beating up Crocodile. But if And Avina's had enough of that and is going on a food binge because of intense pain. You're barely in the minor break threshold. The doctor wigging out at this moment, pigging out, basically. Why? Why did that have to happen? You were doing so well. Okay, Ennis. Talk her out of it. It should be easier to talk out of a minor one like a food binge. At least I'd hope so. Well, Ennis, you are not that great at calming people down. At least food binge isn't too bad. They still take care of themselves, they go to sleep, they do all sorts of stuff. Well, Octave is not doing so well at the moment. He does need some water. He is severely dehydrated. But we just got a new quest available. Contract Prison. They have 2 prisoners. They want us to take care of them, to hold them for 13 days. That is amazing, except for the fact that we don't have room for prisoners. Could we make a prison in the next 4.4 days to accept this quest? Probably? for 2 prisoners. Do we have to keep them happy? Not really. As long as they don't die, we can keep 2 prisoners. And we could keep them in the same room. I mean, we have enough food. We could try it. But first, we do have to take care of Octave. Force someone to take care of animals and doctoring, maybe. I guess Velo could do it. Giving drink and feeding. There we go. This Octave is not in a good condition at the moment. And Vina is still out for the count. And Crocodile is still in just a horrible condition. Fortunately, none of these are making him bleed, so the fact that Avina is not doctoring at the moment is okay. Vina is back and snapped out of her food binging and has returned to fix Crocodile. That is something we desperately need, because I think he also... yeah, he's badly malnourished. I forgot to do that with Ennis. Please, give him drink. Feed him. Wash him. And just, yeah, do everything. Oh, it's so tricky when you only have one person for practically everything. One doctor, one hunter, one everything. But we'll get there, we'll get there. And these two will definitely mend up their bonds. And they're actually not hating each other. Which is very surprising. They've beaten each other up way too many times. But they still are the best friends in this entire tribe. Now this is really cool. I did not realize how this worked. The bed is called a fur bed, and it says the warmth of this bed counters hypothermia. So just before we lose our hypothermia with cryo, I can show you what happens. Hypothermia still increases in this cold room, but goes down by 1% every few seconds, which is the way the beds counteract hypothermia. Look at that, increasing slowly, but constantly minusing it. So it's a way of, I guess, beating hypothermia whilst you're sleeping, but it doesn't fix the temperature of the bedroom or anything. So you'll never get hypothermia while sleeping, but you're still cold. Which is weird, because you're technically not cold, but you technically are. So unfortunately, these beds are good, but they don't fix our cold problem. So we're going to have to try and put vents throughout these bedrooms, vents through the hospital, in order to keep the temperature up for people getting upset. Because I was wondering, why did our guys break out of coldness? And being very unhappy about... Avina got happy again. Okay, good. Avina stopped food binging, which is actually usually pretty quick. And is now fixing the mind-shattering pain and badly malnourished Crocodile over here. Even with his catharsis, he's still upset. But keeping a heat source and then using vents to share the heat source between bedrooms is probably our preferred way to go. And we might have to put more marble stone campfires around, because the fuel lasts longer than these basic ones. So let's deconstruct those and make a nice heated one. Not sure exactly where to place it, because I have these bedrooms with a certain set in mind. Maybe the middle bedroom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we put vents, which I do believe we have them. Simple vent, equalizing the temperature between 2 rooms without allowing people to walk through them. And this one as well is practically the same thing. What's the difference? Why are there 2 different ones? Work to build 7. Work to build 7, 60% cover. 99% cover. So maybe one allows more? I'm assuming the overwall one allows more transfer between. So let's just do that. And see how that goes. Octave is fully healed and can take care of his own dehydration, which is going down nice and quick. Crocodile is fed and looked after and got a lot more bandages to be put on him. On her, I mean. And so Vina needs to take care of herself as well, but this is definitely the step to recovery. And we got a few cargo pods crashing nearby. Wonder what we'll get in this time. It's a bunch of peas. Huh. Not like we're desperate for food, but not complaining at all. Especially if we're going to try and work on some prisoners. Especially next episode, that'll be sort of what we go for with that quest. We're getting close to the end of the episode, but we're still needing to fix this hospital. One problem we're having is that Crocodile has a cramped interior. Which means I've made the hospital a little too small. And opening this up and adding an extra level, a little line here would be a little bit better for him. And it's also pretty awful. So we need to work on that. Well, now that everything's sort of settled down a little bit, like we're not back to a good state, but we're to a good state enough where Octave can be ridden, we're going to put Velo on a mission to kill this last Thrumbo and try and bait him in slowly without huffing a screw over the gate, like last time. And I hope that we can get the Thrumbos stuck in here, and I might have an idea to close the gate behind him and get him trapped in, because that might be a little bit smarter this time. But let's go on that adventure. So we're going to have to be very careful how we do this. Can we get the shot off? Okay, let's run. Yep. Because automatic revenge from Thrumbos. Panic, panic, panic. Please follow us. Croyo, what the heck are you doing out here? No, you're gonna die. Everyone back home. Wait, it's not chasing us? But it said Thrumbo Revenge. It has a 100% chance of having revenge on us, so I'm confused as to why... Does it have Manhunter on it? It does! Maybe it's just not taking the fastest route to get to our base. That's probably the reasoning. It's almost out of food, so it's good that we're fighting it now before it runs away from us all. Let's hope nobody's wandering outside other than... Yeah, Velo is the only one outside. Well, some coyotes are having a nice little fight over here. And there's a lot of dead animals, which we are very happy to take. Yep, that is nice to add to our collection. Weirdly enough, the Thrumbo has ignored us, so I think we need to shoot him once more. Because Madden, he should be going after us. It's being very weird. What the heck? No. Stop going outside, Croyo. It's gonna be very dangerous. Well, apparently, the Thrumbo is completely ignoring us, because I think it's escaping. So, we're just gonna keep shooting it. Whilst at a safe distance on the back of our dog. Oh, it's got asthma, hearing loss, cataracts. This 205-year-old Thrumbo is not looking so hot. It must not be able to see us. It's got a bad back and everything. Come on, we got this. Can't let it escape. No, we hit the rock. 64. That must have been a critical hit. Come on. No, stop escaping. And we've let it out of our grasp. Damn. That is really unfortunate. Could have gotten so much out of that Thrumbo. But at least we now know there's a bunch of free stuff on the map. A lot of extra wolves, especially this one that's going to bleed out because of that nice fight it just had. It's lost a decent amount. And there's just so much food on the map. Even in the wintertime, we are having a ball. Oh, and Creo can just get back to work. Animal migration. Mutated squirrels have passing through the area. They're usually found in wastelands, and I really don't see a reason for us to take care of them here. Let's just let them leave. Yeah, we'll be good. An aurora has started, and that makes everyone happy when they're standing outside. Vina's got her catharsis and observed the aurora, so we need everyone to at least go outside once. You haven't seen anything, Vela, because you're asleep. There we go. So you now observed it. Very nice. No, wait. There we are. Beautiful aurora. And Creo needs to come out here and have a look, too. There we go. A nice free boost for the next day. And with that, I do believe this is our hospital complete, pretty much. This does not give reductions in happiness to the size of the room. It allows us to have a similar setup to our bedrooms, and enough steel tiles to help increase the cleanliness with a stall door there. Kind of looks funny, but, you know, whatever works to make these colonists happy, and whatever works to make it work. The cold is still a problem, and Crocodile needs to look after herself. Luckily, she's able to walk again. But food and everything... Vina's not been taking care of her. Too busy meditating. It's difficult to have people look after themselves, isn't it? But unfortunately, I think we have to leave it there today. It is getting a bit late in the video, and I do not want it to run too much overtime for you guys. But we got one Thrumbo today. Sadly not two, but our food stores are going wild. And our bone supplies are going wild, our leather supplies are going wild. And we still, finally with Crocodile being a little bit healthier, we might be able to get that other fur coat, which Creo desperately needs. Because he's constantly chilly, and Creo constantly complaining about the cold as well. We need another one. And we might just get Thrumbo fur converted into clothing, or even sell it. We might have to see how we go. But the value of the fur is probably too much to sell. Definitely something we can keep. But it is the 14th of December, and we can't wait for winter to be over. Because April-May is when spring starts, and we've got another 16 or so days till that happens. So, surviving the winter, and can't wait till it's gone. Our research, unfortunately, has been halted. We're so close to basic furniture, but Crocodile and Vina really had a bad time, which halted all those cool things. But we'll definitely get back onto it next episode and see how far we can get through this winter. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. See yous.